start.
Yeah, it's that.
Okay, so our story name, as we know, is Hansel and Gretel. Just like, where did he go? He's gone.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna be in the story. Here, he will be here. Yeah. So a long time ago, we had a poor woodcutter. Poor woodcutter. So poor means he had no money. Here is our woodcutter. Give him some hair. Now, woodcutter, that is his job. His job is to cut wood. So we give our woodcutter axe. Uses his axe to cut wood. His job, woodcutter. But he is a very poor woodcutter. He's poor, but he is happy. So the woodcutter, he has a wife. They're happy. The woodcutter and his wife, they have 2 children. 2 children. Verse 6, verse 7, please. The 2 children, one is a boy, one is a girl. The boy and the girl. The boy's name is Hansel. Yeah, he's here. He's no. Here. Hansel and the girl Gretel. They are a happy family. But when Hansel and Gretel, when they were young, like I said, you are young. Future Ben very old. When they were young, their mom, this is their mom, his wife, she dies. The wife dies. So now she's dead. The wife dies. I'm not happy. The woodcutter is sad. Hansel sad. Gretel sad. But soon means fast. Soon, the woodcutter, where's my red? Aha! The woodcutter, okay, so he had a wife, so that means he was married. He had a wife. His wife died. So he needs to remarry. So he gets remarried to a new lady. We give her red hair. gets remarried. Now for Hansel and Gretel, no, she is not their mom. She is their mom number two. Mom number two. We call this a stepmother. Stepmother. The stepmother, she was red eyes, a little. She was cruel. Cruel means she is not a good person. She is mean. She is evil, not a good person. The stepmother, she the stepmother, she comes up with an idea. Her idea. Her idea. So the woodcutter, they have a house. Beautiful. They have a house. The house is next to a forest. So the stepmother, here we have her red hair. Her idea is she will take Hansel and Gretel and they will go deep into the forest. So he said, what is deep? Yeah. Very deep into the forest. So they will go into the forest, and the stepmother, she will leave. She will leave the children in the forest, and the stepmother will go home. And there Hansel and Gretel will die. This is her idea. For one night, okay, so here we have a bed. The stepmother is in bed with the woodcutter. The stepmother tells her idea to the woodcutter. She says, "We are poor. We have no money. So I will take the children deep into the forest and leave them there." This makes the woodcutter sad, but he does not say no. But it's very good at the door. At the door, we have Hansel. Hansel, he is listening. So Hansel can hear the stepmother's idea. So that's one night. So one night means then the next day. The next day, the stepmother, wow, she has a very big smile. She says to the children, Hansel and Gretel, she tells Hansel and Gretel, children, let's go to the forest. They want to go walk in the forest. Now Hansel, he knows the idea, yes, that she is going to leave them. So, Hansel, we need to give Hansel some pants, right? So here are Hansel's pants. Hansel takes some bread in bucket. He takes some bread. Hansel puts the bread in his pockets. What are pockets? He puts bread in his pockets. So then stepmother, Hansel, Gretel, they start to walk into the forest. While they walk, here we have the stepmother in front, followed by Gretel and Hansel. Oh, we have Hansel in his pants. Gretel, Hansel. While they walk, Hansel, he takes some bread from his pocket. He takes a little piece of bread, and he drops the bread onto the ground. So, when the stepmother leaves, they can see the bread and go home. Good idea, yes?
Yes.
Yes, good idea. So, the stepmother takes them deep into the forest and then says, okay, children, wait here. I will look for food. The children wait. The stepmother, does she look for food? No, she goes home. And the children are in the forest. So the stepmother goes home. Oh, Gretel, she is very scared. But Hansel says, hey, it's okay. I put some bread. So now we can walk home. But Hansel didn't know. When they were walking, there were some birds that would be, and they would see the bread and they would eat the bread. So now all of the pieces of bread, the birds ate the bread. So Hansel, he starts to look, no bread. Oh. So now they are lost. They are lost in the forest. Well, so now Hansel, he is not happy. He is sad too. They are hungry. They are tired. And they are lost. But in the forest, the children, they see, ooh, a path. A path. It's like a small road. Let's see a path. A little road. A path you make with your feet. With your feet. So the children, they see the path. So they start to walk. They start to walk down the path. After walking for a long time, they see a cottage. Okay, so we have a path is like a small road. A cottage is like a small house, little house. They see a small house, a cottage. But this cottage, oh, is special. The cottage is made of candy, chocolate, and cake. The house is made of candies, lots of candies, chocolate, and cake. Special cottage. Gretel sees the cottage and says, "Oh, look, Hansel, there is a house made of food." So what do they do? Hansel and Gretel, they start to eat. Eat the house. Yeah, because they're very hungry. They start to eat the house. Is it delicious? So delicious. But, oh, my green is here. Good. They don't know. In the cottage lived a witch. Witch says, yep. In the cottage lived a witch. This witch, she does not like to eat candies, chocolate, and cake. No. She likes to eat children. Children. So when she saw Hansel and Gretel, she wanted to eat them. So the witch, she comes behind Hansel and Gretel, and she grabbed them. She grabbed them. So Mason, what does it mean? Grab. The witch grabs them, takes the children, Hansel and Gretel, and puts them into a cage. A cage. What is a cage? Good. She puts the children into a cage. You have Gretel, Hansel. Ow! Ow! The witch looks at Gretel and says, "Oh, Gretel, Gretel, you are a little skinny. Gretel is skinny. So I will first I will make a soup, Hansel soup. I will make some soup from Hansel soup. She will eat Hansel first. Hansel, she will eat Hansel first. So the witch, she makes a fire. Gets a big pot. What is a pot? In the pot, she puts some water, and the fire makes the water very hot, and the water starts to boil. The water starts to boil. The water is boiling. Now, we see the witch is here, the cage is here. So the witch is not looking. I forgot. She is not looking because she locked. She locked the cage. What is locked? What is locked? She locked the cage. So she doesn't need to look because the cage is locked. But remember, Gretel is very skinny. She's very skinny. So, while the witch is not looking, Gretel, she squeezed. Okay, Gretel squeeze. Oh, it's not a good deal. Squeeze. Listen, Mom, what is squeeze? 再一次。
挤压。
挤压，对。She squeezed through the cage. The witch is not looking, so Gretel, she comes behind the witch. Gretel, she pushes. Maybe she squeezes, and then, she pushes the witch, and the witch falls into the boiling water. The witch screams, The witch screams and dies. So no Hansel soup is witch soup. The witch screams and dies. Now the children can come out of the cage. And now they can go look into the cottage. And in the cottage, the children, they find all around the cottage, wow. There is lots of treasure. Treasure means like gold. What is gold?
Gold,
money.
Yeah.
So treasure 是什么？
宝藏。
宝藏，对。The children find lots of treasure. And the children, they take the treasure and they go home. The children take the treasure and they go home. When they get home, they find the stepmother. Whoa! She is dead. Yay! I don't know why. So the woodcutter, oh here he has his axe. The children, Hansel and Gretel, they come. They have all this treasure. The woodcutter is very happy to see his children. And they, Gretel, Hansel, and the woodcutter, Woodcutter, they are never hungry again. So did you say you think the stepmother is the witch?
Yes.
Exactly. They come back, she's dead. Why? I don't know. Okay. So now we have our story, Hansel and Gretel. You can see on your paper here, it says summary. Summary. Summary is this one. Yes. Now today, for your summary. 学中文. No, not draw. Okay, I want you to write maybe 3 sentences. 3 sentences. 中文的, write in Chinese. The main idea, 大意 of our story.